Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Adda247. बेल आइकन दबाइए, Adda247 की सारी नोटिफिकेशंस पाइए. Adda247 गवर्नमेंट जॉब इन योर पॉकेट.
Hello students, this is Ratnesh and you are watching the daily vocab show, that is the vocab of the day. And students, once again I'm going to discuss the 10 words, that is the 10 initial words in this particular video, where you will be getting not only the 10 words exactly, you will be getting more than that. How? Because I'll be giving you the random selected 10 words from the Hindi newspaper, and after that I'll provide you the synonyms and antonyms if required related to the same words, and also you'll be getting the sentences too. The students, this particular show is the English version, and for the same I have uploaded the part of Hindi version too. So if you are interested in Hindi version, you can watch that video. So students, let's proceed and check it out that what words initially do we have today. So the first word we have taken is G-O-R-E-D, gourd. Second word is R-E-C-U-S-E. Third word is A-P-P-O-S-I-T-E, it's apposite. Fourth word is M-A-C-U-L-A-T-E-D, maculated. Fifth word is Q-U-I-S-L-I-N-G, quizzling, it's quizzling. Sixth word is sedulity, S-E-D-U-L-I-T-Y, sedulity. Seventh word is W-A-F-F-L-E, waffle. Eighth word is seine, S-E-I-N-E. Ninth word is, students, A-B-R-A-D-E-D, abraded, and the 10th word is E-X-E-M-P-L-A-R. Fine. So actually these are the 10 words you can see on the board. What you can do is, students, you can just take the screenshot of these particular words. Now before starting with the explanation of these words, you should know the exactly procedure. It's a very simple process to learn the words. What you have to do, what you need to do is, students, just embrace yourself while you are learning the word, while you are using them. And once again I would say that it is not required that you should just learn or mug up the words. What you have to do, you have to just make them use them in your sentences, use them while you're having the conversation, use them while you're having the kind of chat or with someone, your friends or colleagues or anyone. Students, this is the simple process, and it is the long lasting process. And people who do think that if we can learn the words, we can mug up the words, it won't help you out in the long run. So it's better you just make them use in your daily vocab. Fine. So daily vocab is meant for those students who want to just build up the vocab, or just they want to build up their conversation level. And it also enhances your personality development in many sense, isn't it, students? Now let's proceed and talk about the words. First of all, I'll write you the sentence on the board, and after that I'll be providing you the synonyms or relative antonyms to the particular word. The first word is gourd, and let's check it out that how we can use this word. Okay, so the first is gourd. Gourd word can be used as a verb. First of all, you can write it that it can be used as a verb. So what is the sentence that I have for this particular word? The sentence says the conspirators gored Caesar before. Conspirator had gored Caesar before he realized anything. So now let's check it out that what does it mean. Now what is the meaning of the word gored? If any aspirant out there would have read the condition, that had read the Julius Caesar, that is the drama, a play of written by William Shakespeare. So if anyone out there had read about this particular play, must be knowing the condition that who had stabbed Caesar. It was in the act 2 or part of Act 3, if you remember, that there was the set of conspirators. There were people like Brutus was there, Casca was there, and many others were there who stabbed actually Caesar. And this particular sentence is related to that condition only. The conspirator had gored Caesar through. So gored, what does it mean? Exactly, it is in some sense of killing someone. Now, it is the condition how it has been killed, how he has been killed. The condition is not only killing, but gored is to putting the dagger in, putting the dagger in. So in this context, you can use this word gored. It's a very nice word. In fact, students, I think that wherever you require to use the word stabbing or kind of like person is killing someone with the dagger or kind of knife, you can use the word. Obviously, knife is supposedly not used exactly to kill someone. People do act in the sense of defense when they use the use a knife, isn't it? But actually, when a person is a killer, he would obviously use a dagger. So let's proceed and talk about the synonyms of this sentence. And in the meanwhile, I'm just writing all these things on the board. You can just take the screenshot. Okay. So what is the synonym of this particular word, gore? So the synonyms I have taken, students, just check it out. The first one is Pierced. Pierced. Piercing is like to do like this, to pierce someone, the kind of dagger or something inside the body, isn't it? So pierced, stabbed is the same thing. Third word which you can take is IMPALED, impaled. Fourth word is LANCED, lanced. So students, these are the words, these are the 4 words actually which you can just take it down for the word gored. Gored can be used as a verb. If you want to know exactly which form of words, yeah, the previous session students were asking that, sir, tell us the form of verb. Actually, when you use ed, not necessarily in every condition, but when you use ed, it can be the second or third part of the verb, isn't it? It can be the third or second form of verb. So initially, when the verb is in the basic form, it is always in the plural form. Always, any verb when it will be used in any verb. If you talk about any verb, when it is used in the initial form, that is the basic form of verb, will always be the plural form of verb, isn't it? That is the rule kind of in grammar. So I hope it's clear to you. Now let's proceed to the next word. The next word we have, the next word is recuse. RECUSE. Now again, once again, this can be used as a verb. Now, condition is what can be the sentence of this recuse. The sentence I have taken, the civilian. You cannot use the word civilian. Just take another example. Let's take the public. The public recused the profit making proposal offered by the government. So students, this is the sentence. Actually, the sentence says the public recused the profit making proposal offered by the government. So what do you think exactly that what public has done? If you think that it seems like someone may think that, sir, it is like accepting or rejecting something, like, isn't it? The public recused the profit making offered by profit making proposal offered by the government. Actually, public has not accepted. It is in the sense of saying no to, saying no, you can say saying no to a proposal. In simple sense, when you use the word reject, that gives the same sense of recusing something, isn't it? The recuse word is a nice word when you want to say no to a proposal, when you don't want to accept the proposal. Actually, in that particular sense, in fact, you can use the word recuse. I hope you're getting. So students, let's talk about the synonyms, and I hope you are taking the screenshot, or even you can just take it down in your notebooks. And now, if we talk about the synonyms, so what is the synonym that I have taken here? So the first one, I'll write the synonym here. The first one is disqualify. Disqualify is a simple word I have taken. The second word you can take is reject. Fine. The third word you can take in the sense of reject is to uh, put down. Put down can be used as a phrase in the sentence, that saying no to a proposal, or to, you can say, cancellation. Cancellation can also be the synonym, because cancellation is related to something when you don't accept anything or just cancel the proposal, kind of offer or kind of anything, isn't it? So recuse has the four synonyms, you can say. Now let's proceed to the third word and talk about the word. Which word is that? The third word here we have, and students, I believe you are getting the meaning of the words. That too is very important, because just writing the words on the board won't help you out, because when until unless you are not using these words in your sentences, in your conversation, it won't help you, isn't it? So it's very much required for you to use the word. The third word is a very nice word, in fact, students. APPOSITE. And now the condition comes that, first of all, I must tell you that this is the adjective in the sense of parts of speech. And one more important, very important thing I must like to discuss with you, students, that in the Indian people, what happens is, whenever we speak English, whenever we are having a conversation in English, what I have found many times, I have seen that many people do speak English, but what happens that when two people are having the conversation, a kind of conversation, they have a kind of smile on their faces. The reason is, many times they are using the words which they both are not able to comprehend very well. They both are unable to understand both whatever they are speaking, but they are actually exchanging the feelings, the views, the emotions. We Indian people find ourselves very comfortable while we are exchanging the emotions, a kind of feeling that at the end of the talk, that end of the conversation, what are the repercussions? They don't bother about it. They only bother is the feelings. They just get you can say transcending the feelings and the emotions to each other. They are least bothered about the least bother about the words. I must say, because I have seen many people like exchanging the words in English. You say, I have, while I was in the metro or I was in the any kind of public conveyance, I have seen them, and they just put a smile on their faces. What do they understand? They actually understand the emotions, the feelings. They don't. They are least bothered. I have said, no, they are least bothered about the words. Apposite and opposite are both different words. Whatever they are saying, they just don't concern. They are not concerned. They will say this word or that. OPPOSITE. They'll say that it's opposite. It's not. This is opposite and that is opposite. Obviously a different word, but they, when they will use, they will sound that they mean to say that it is opposite, isn't it? That is opposite. That is face to face. So this is the seem like things happen. You must also have noticed this thing. But actually, we have to understand that opposite is a different word, and the example that I have is, now I'll take the word in the civilian. This is the example. The civilian posted an opposite quotation on his wall. Come on, students. This is a very simple sentence, and in fact, opposite and opposite are both words are quite different. You can say them, they sound like the home phones actually, but the civilian posted opposite quotation. The opposite quotation is related to something which is very suitable, you can say. In simple words, you can say it's very suitable, it's appropriate. Okay, students, are you getting? Appropriate is the condition, or you can use as this as a synonym. So I hope the sentence is pretty clear to you. The civilian posted an opposite quotation on his wall. If something you find something suitable, if you found, if you like, I say, if you find something very gesturable, where something is very fixed or say apt or suitable, like kind of thing, you can just use the word opposite, isn't it? So let's talk about the synonyms. Uh, in Perhaps in the synonyms, I should take several words, but I have taken the word relevant. Fine. Second word is PERTENENT, pertinent. Third word is APROPOS, pros. Fourth can be appropriate. Appropriate. Fine. And what else you can take? You can simple word in, you can take the suitable. Fine, suitable. So these are the 5 words of apposite. Now let's proceed to the next word and talk about the 4th word on the screen. The 4th word which I have taken is again a nice word, students. Actually, I always say this, that every word is a nice word. In fact, every word is a nice word, and I mean it. And the 4th word is, the question is, how many of you have heard this word and used it? Maculated. Nice word. It's maculated. Maculated can be used as an adjective in the sentence. First of all, we have to see the sentence. The sentence here I have used is in the sense of, there was a maculated form of maculated form of article in the wooden box kept in the laboratory. Now it's completely different sentence. There was a maculated form of article in the wooden box. Say suppose there was a wooden box, in that someone has kept something, a form of article, you can say form of an article, kind of maculated article. Now the question is, what does this mean? What does it mean, like maculated form of article? Actually, article is a thing, you can say simple, any kind of article, fine. But the maculated is which has spots, actually spots. Are you getting? So spots, in simple words, you can say something which has a kind of this kind of spots, isn't it? So you can say simply that this kind of spots are there. It's not very clean, not in the sense of untidy. You cannot use the word maculated in the form of untidy, but you can say something which has spots on it. Fine. So there was a maculated form of article in the wooden box kept in the laboratory. So if we talk about the synonyms, let's talk. The synonyms I have taken, students. The first one is spotted. Spotted means where there is a spot. Nice. Befouled. Befouled is something which has been made foul or bad. Fine. Third, blotted. Blotted. Fourth word is STIPPLED, stippled. Fifth word is BESMIRCHED, besmirched. It's a nice word. Stippled, besmirched are very nice words, students. In fact, in the sense of maculated, something which is spotted, befouled, blotted. Stippled means made kind of, it's not spotless, something which is in the form of antonym, you can say something which is spotless. Fine. Something which does not have any kind of spot, or which is very clear or neat. You can use these kind of words as an antonym: spotless, clear, neat. Spotted, befouled, blotted, stippled, and besmirched. These are the words used for maculated. I hope it's clear to you. Now let's proceed to the next word. The next word here that we have to discuss is a nice word once again. The word is quisling. 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 Fine. The word is 5th word. Okay. This word is a noun. Actually, the sentence is, this time India won't forgive any quisling in the country. This time India won't forgive any quisling in the country. Now, quisling can be kind of war, kind of anarchy, can be kind of some kind of confusion, some kind of you can say the word disdain, but in fact here it is talking about the people or person who can be a kind of traitor, who have betrayed, the nation. Obviously, India should not, and you said India must not forgive those kind of people who are quisling. Actually, quisling is a word which is used to show a person who betrays, who betrays generally a nation or any person, but generally in a bigger sense, when you see a bigger picture of this word quisling, you will get to know that it is in the sense to give that kind of person who is in connection with a country or nation, but he is supporting the other country, other nation who has come to rule over that place. For example, say suppose some kingdom has attacked on the kind of any nation, and the people around there have started supporting that particular nation. If you remember in the Julius Caesar, it had happened that actually when the Julius Caesar came, before him, Julius Caesar, there was a king named Pompey. And it happened actually that Julius Caesar came and killed Pompey, and people started praising Caesar. Before that incident, actually precedent to the murder of Caesar, what was happening, that people were praising Pompey. But after the death of Pompey, they started praising Caesar. This is what happens. The people just go change and they just start doing it. So in that condition, you can say that quisling is the person exactly who betrays or who is a traitor. Fine. So let's talk about the synonyms here. The synonyms which we can use are very simple. First one is betrayer, betrayer. Second word is renegade, very good, renegade. Third word is collaborationist, collaborationist. It's collaborationist. Fine. It's collaboration, it's collaborationist. It's collaborationist. It's a very simple word, collaborationist. Fine. And the fourth word you can use traitor. So these are the four words in fact: betrayer, renegade, collaborationist, and traitor. So four words you have for the word quisling. Now let's proceed to the sixth word. The sixth word that I have taken here, students, is, it's a very nice word, sedulity. Sedulity is the sixth word, and it can be used as a noun in the sentence. You can say noun. What is the example? The example I have taken is the army man was praised for his sedulity. Fine. The army man was praised for his sedulity. What does it mean? Obviously, when we talk about an army man, he must be very brave. He must be very he must has a kind of valor. Fine. You must have heard a word of valor. So valor, brave, bravery, you can say. So if we talk about the word, this particular word sedulity, it is in the sense of a person who is very persistent, a very persistent person. So let's talk about the synonyms. I hope you can connect with that synonym very easily, because army man was praised for his sedulity. Obviously, when a person is being praised for something, he must have done something great. And what the great he has done is actually bravery or valor kind of thing. Fine. Now, if we connect with the synonyms we have, not example, the synonyms. The first one is diligence. Now, nice word. It's a person who is very hardworking. We use this word for those people, diligence. Fine, diligence. And the second word we have is assiduity, assiduity. It's not acidity, it's assiduity. It's assiduous. The word has come from assiduous. So you don't use like that acidity. It's assiduity. Third word is activity. And the fourth word is persistence. Persistence. Fine. So these are the 5 words. You can take it down in your notebooks, and it's a very simple word. Fine. All the words are simple, and this is simple. The connecting word, that is the only word. The initial word is sterility, and it's a very simple word, in fact, isn't it? Now it has become simpler because earlier it was not that simpler, as we have finally got the meaning. Then it becomes simple. Now another word, that is the 7th word, is WAFFLE, waffle. Fine. So waffle can be used as a verb. Let's talk about the sentence. The police personnel is the workers who work under the like some kind of guidance or guardianship, not exactly guardianship, but actually the guidance of any kind of department. It's the workers. Fine. The police personnel, not personal, it's personnel, baffled the mob so that there may not be any chaos. Fine. It's a very simple sense. The police personnel, if they are baffling the mob, because mob is the group of angry people, group of agitated people, persons. Fine. Those who are very angry, in the anguish, they can destroy things, they can do provide harm, they can harm people, others, isn't it? The police personnel baffled the mob so that there may not be any chaos. Fine. So baffle is a verb, can be used in the sense of avoiding, evading things. So make it a clear place. Fine. Now let's talk about the synonyms. In the sense of synonyms, I have taken the word. The first word is HEDGE, hedge. Second word is SNUFFLE, snuffle. Third word is EVADE, evade. And the fourth word is VACILLATE, vacillate. Fine. So these are the 4 words. Actually, all these words are in the sense of making things clear, or evade means to rub out or to make them go away, make things go away. Go away in what sense? Go away in making the things clear. Fine. Make things go away, so that there should not be any kind of chaos, anarchy, and disruption. Fine. Disruption can be caused because of the people who got angry, the kind of mob. Fine. So the police personnel, they baffled obviously the mob. Now let's proceed to the 8th word. The 8th word is telling us something related to condition, which can be not SEINE, sane. It's a noun, and it's an 8th word. Okay, so what is the sentence? First of all, the sentence here we have is: the only purpose of foreign based companies is to make the fullest use of sane in form of the consumer. It's sane word actually, students. The sentence is: the only purpose of foreign based companies is to make the fullest use of what? Sane in form of the consumer. Actually, what do these people do? That is the foreign based company people. What do they do? Actually, they try to just catch us. They try to catch us with their products. They just try to lure us. They try to just make the profit out of us, and we are giving them profit. Actually, we are having the burgers, we are having the pizza and burgers and cold drinks and all the stuff what they are just providing us. Actually, we are not, you must have noticed that very rare of us will go to a that the person people are standing on the roadside and they with they're like simple, they are selling, say suppose they are selling burgers or in the form of normal bread with the full of that potato and all, but we won't like to do have it that particular thing, but we would like to go to a place where there would be a brand kind of like McDonald's and all. We just go there and just make the profit of the people. Fine, this is not the sense of idea that in my mind, so I'm not letting you know that thing, but I'm actually telling the what is the sense of this particular sentence. Okay students, the only purpose of foreign based companies is to make the fullest use of sane in form of consumer. So what exactly we can use the word, how exactly we can use the word in the form of, that is synonyms. So let me tell you the word sane in this form of synonyms so that you can just connect the synonyms I have, students. Actually, the first one is BAIT, bait. Second one is clam, CLAM, clam. It's a nice word. It's in the sense to people who catch. It's the same, catch. Fine. Third word you can take is hook. Hooking is also, hook is in the sense of verb, but actually hook is to make a kind of trap. Fine. And the fourth word you can take is trawl, TRAWL. Clam, you have the words bait, clam, hook, trawl. Fine. So these are the four words you can take it, and in the sense of catch also you can take the word sane. Sane is a noun. Okay, let's proceed to the ninth word. The ninth word we have, students, is abraded. Abraded is a verb. The example we have is they abraded the old fashioned building. Now again, they can be in the sense of mob, because abrading is to destroying something. Are you getting, students? Abrading is to destroying something or to making the pinch of, not pinch of loss, but in the sense of a big loss. Fine. So they abraded the old fashioned building, destroying or to make the things getting vanished or just demolished. Fine. So abraded in the sense is in the sense of what you can say. You can say just destroying or making the things go wide. Fine. So destroying can be related to the word abraded. Fine. Abraded in the sense is in the sense of destroying things. So let's talk about the synonyms. So synonyms I have taken is, the first one is what? CHAFED, shaved, shaved. Second word is SCRAPPED, scrapped. Third one is RASPED, rasped. And the fourth one is GRATED, grated. Nice words, students. In fact, all the words are nice. Just take them down in your notebooks. It's very helpful. So the word is abraded and it's a nice word, and all the synonyms are also very useful. Shaved, scrapped, rasped, grated, in the sense of destroying or making these things lost or making the providing people lost with something, isn't it? So let's proceed to the ninth word, 10th word. In fact, the last word of this video, students, and the word is a very nice word. The word is exemplar. 10th word is EXEMPLAR, exemplar. Now, this particular word can be used as a noun. In fact, the sentence do we have is, this was the exemplar of courage example of courage. Yes, you do got me right. This was the exemplar. It's the example or the perfect example, in fact, you can say. So this was the exemplar of courage. Whenever you want to say something which has been set up as an example to make the things go ideal in ideal condition, when you think that this condition was in the ideal condition and people could learn from this and people could look up to this particular that is the strata or kind of any action, any deed you did which can be turned into a kind of in a setup and in a kind of example which people would look up to, then you can say that this was the exemplar. Fine, the perfect example, the perfect setup which can make the people learn. Fine, so this is the exemplar. Now let's talk about the synonyms and let's end the conditions. The examples that I have taken are not example, actually synonyms. The first one is paradigm. Now a very factful word. Paradigm, G-M, P-A-R-A-D-I-G-M. They have set a paradigm. You must have heard this word in the many sentences. Many people use this word. It's demigod. It's a nice word, demigod. And the word is E-P-I-T-O-M. E-epitome. The perfect example of something is the epitome. Yes, students, you got me right. The exemplar is the... Now you can say, in fact, the daily vocab show is the exemplar for people out there who are tending or focusing on the things they are preparing for the exam, and they are looking for something which can provide them certain set of words in certain time. So this is the exemplar of vocabulary, isn't it? Now students, let's end this show and thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to watch the Hindi version of this too. Thank you so much.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Adda247. बेल आइकन दबाइए, Adda247 की सारी नोटिफिकेशंस पाइए. Adda247, गवर्नमेंट जॉब इन योर पॉकेट.